Well, very hot today, 41 degrees, but I've managed to get the car running for the first time in 2.5 years, nearly 2.5 years, and the ignition's not really set up properly, but it is running. I've also fitted one of the guards on, which wasn't too difficult. A little bit of a rev. Exhaust pipe is a little bit loud. But there we go. It's the 27th of December 2011 and I've just top coated the front guards and fitted them on, which is, well, actually they're not fitted, they're just sitting in place at the moment, but they've come up quite well and I think it's fairly pleasing. They're pretty straight. I've still got to obviously buff them and cut and polish them, but I'm very pleased with the fit generally. So now I really feel like I'm making progress. Not a lot more to do now. I'll underseal the guards just to protect them, I think. I wasn't going to, but I think I will. But generally they're only sitting there at the moment, but the fit is pretty good. The door gaps are pretty good and everything seems to line up fairly well, which I must say is very surprising. So I've got the front shroud. I suppose it's a shroud to do, and these got to be all bolted into place and everything, and then, well, we're getting there. Well, the car is nearly finished, certainly finished enough to drive. The chrome is all fitted. I wasn't all that happy with the plating that I got back, but it's okay. I just, when you look at things in detail, they don't look that good sometimes. The grille was a nightmare to fit. It is the original grille that came with the car. I've had it plated. They didn't do a particularly good job, and it's a little bit crinkly around the top there. It was extraordinarily difficult to fit, and I have heard that they are. And I tossed up between this and buying a reproduction, but I just think the reproduction probably wouldn't fit any better. I still have to do the sections underneath here. The little sill covering strips that will go on there. I tried to make some, but it really didn't work. I've also since discovered that I've got some play in the back rear wheel hubs. There's a bit of clicking and carrying on there, so I've ordered some new ones of those from Brown and Gammons. Hopefully they'll be here in a week or so, and I'll get them pressed on. But generally, the car presents very well. I'm pleased with it. I fitted an aftermarket steering wheel, which is in keeping with the design, principally because I always have trouble getting my legs under the 16.5-inch steering wheel. So this is a 15-inch steering wheel, but it looks the part. I haven't really given the car a huge buff. I quite like the finish of the paint because it looks, well, it could be original. It is as close as possible to the original carnation red colour, and I had that matched, so it's pretty well bang on. I don't like the cars that look really shiny. They don't look right to me. This is acrylic lacquer. I've put a lot of work into it. There are still imperfections. Even after all that effort that I put in, there are little minor imperfections. I fitted this mirror here back in the original position where the original one was that came with the car. Don't like it at all. It's very hard to see through, and I sort of wish I hadn't put it on. But it's there, and there's holes in the guard, so I'm not going to take it off. Windscreen wipers are all new, and the blades are all new. The trim has come up pretty well. The seat belts I fitted. Seat belts in these are always a bit problematic because they have to be, they're never meant to be put into the car, and they have to be coupled to put the hood up and down. So I've made this situation here where the seat belt runs through two pieces which are bolted onto the chassis. I welded some plates into the chassis, so there's 4 bolts holding that in, and then in order to release the seat belt you pull that out and the pin comes out. But it is, as you can see, a very tight fit in there. Up in the top here, it may not come up in the camera, I don't know. You can't really see it, but I manufactured copies of the original, well, the aftermarket fittings that were available at the time. The battery cover's okay. Not really that happy with it was a bit knocked around and a bit hard to straighten up. I might put carpet over it. They never had them, but I might put carpet on it. Door lines, shut lines are probably acceptable. Probably as good as it was when it came out of the factory. So there she is, 2.5 years really of work.